I told you she wasn't bluffing. Welcome to Little Brother. It's day 42. The time now, 6:01 p.m.
And it was fifth time lucky for our Irish little minx, as this afternoon at 1:04, she finally went through with it and walked after first threatening to leave way back on day 22.
And day 27, and day 29, and day 40, and day 41 as well, actually.
And you're right. Kiva has now joined the shameful list of Big Brother walkers.
Tut, 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 you say. Tut, tut, tut. So was the student from Dublin right in walking? Get involved in our poll. channel4.com/Big Brother.
We'll be revealing those results later, but before any of that, let's take a look at the beginning of the end for Kiva.
What is wrong with Josie? You're walking around with a face like a slapped arse.
I said to you, like, obviously I got feelings for John. And then the next thing you know, I've looked round and you're, like, jumping on him with hardly anything on. I thought you were my mate.
I'm absolutely mortified.
Sorry, Kiva.
I'm like a Billy now, mates here.
She's saying to John that she didn't connect with anyone in the house.
Claire, how can you not get on with 11 people?
Josie's obviously really got it bad for John James. She fancies him. I think she might be kind of falling in love with him. And she thinks I was flirting with him, and I can't actually handle the thought of that, and I'm mortified, so I can't take it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I need to go. All I want to do right now is walk out those doors and say to Dave, this is how I feel. And I don't want to be with anyone else but you. Eating me up inside, and I cannot be the person that I want to be in here because of it. I want to go. I don't want to be here anymore. And I want to save whatever is left of what I have on the outside and talk to my boyfriend and tell him how much I love him, and I don't. This isn't worth it at the end of the day. It's not worth it. I can't deal with the paranoia anymore. I need to go. I don't actually want to be here anymore. I had some amazing highs and some lows as well, but I know I'm making the right decision for myself, so thank you.
High drama, you say?
Oh, yeah.
So she lasted a total of 42 days in the house, and she said that love is wonderful but dangerous as it turns you crazy and your heart's a marshmallow. Love does indeed change everything, and it was her reason for leaving. Give it up for Kiva, everybody. Kiva, you were cringing your way through that VT there, weren't you?
Cringe. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But as you said, you said it, you saw it, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
Now listen, it's the final Big Brother. There were 10,000 people whose dream it was to go in that house, and you've just walked. And let's be fair, we don't like walkers, do we? No. We don't like walkers. So do you not feel like you've done them a disservice by just kind of leaving halfway through?
Yeah, I feel like I have let them down in a way. Being chosen out of so many people, like, obviously was flattering, and I felt so privileged, but I just wasn't happy anymore, so I just had to remove myself from that situation.
Now, Kiva, you threatened to leave 5 times.
Yeah.
5 times, Kiva.
Yeah.
Most notably, you said you were going to leave when Shabby left, and you didn't. Why didn't you just bail out at that point?
Well, she was taken into the diary room on her own, and then she went on her own.
But you made the pact together, Kiva.
Yeah, you still could have left after that.
Yeah, I know, I could have left, but I said I wanted to do it for her, and I wanted to
come on,
prove...
How valiant of Kiva.
I wanted to prove I could be myself without Shabby as well, in a way.
Right, OK.
And to get to know the other people, so...
But you've said that you didn't really feel a connection with the rest of the housemates after Shabby left.
Yeah.
So what was it about Shabby that you felt you had that was so special? Why did you bond with her the most?
We just had so much fun together, and she brought the humour out of me, you know. We just went a bit wild in there, I think. And
just the two of you on your own?
Yeah, we were in our little bubble, like, and yeah, we just had so much...
I mean, surely, how come you couldn't connect with 11 people? Surely there must be some kind of common ground. You've seen the show, you know how it works, you know, just because you're not necessarily from exactly the same walk of life, you know, you can find some common ground, no?
Well, I did connect with other people. Me and Josie got very close. Myself and John James as well.
Too close, apparently.
Oh, yeah. turned out we had a lot in common.
Were you attracted to JJ?
No, I wasn't.
Absolutely not.
No, he's not my type at all, and I know for a fact I wouldn't be his. So no.
So why do you
Nothing
think?
would ever happen
Why do you
to him.
think Josie got so offended by it?
Well, she obviously has very, very strong feelings for him, and felt that I was a threat to their little romance, which was, I think, quite one-sided as well.
Well, someone that had very strong feelings for you as well was Shabby.
Yeah.
And things seemed to really change with you two after she confessed her feelings for you, and
Yeah.
they had that romantic little dinner.
Yeah.
I know.
You got a bit weirded out. Let's not
yeah.
lie.
Were you relieved?
Quite
slightly?
weirded out, yeah.
Were you relieved slightly when she left? That pressure was off?
No, not really, no. I was devastated. I was in the diary room bawling my eyes out that she had left. You know, I suppose it did give me a bit of a chance to mingle with everyone else and make new friends and all that.
Did you have feelings for her?
I felt a very weird vibe. Yeah, connection. But looking back, you know, maybe, but no, I didn't fancy her. It was just, we had such a great friendship, and I think maybe that's something that I'd never found before, such a great friendship with a girl, and we just hit it off, like, you know, as
Isn't that a
friends.
beautiful story, guys?
Yeah.
Now, Shabby came straight ahead. She sat almost exactly where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Pete. It's
Wow.
amazing. It's incredible synergy. That was day 27. Let's have a look at what she had to say.
Shabby's living to regret her decision.
Send me back in! Shabby!
Stupid Shabby!
See?
I
told you this
I am
yesterday.
such a wally.
Oh.
See? Shabby's a wally. Stupid Shabby.
Nah.
Do you think you're going to be
And
feeling like a bit of a
silly
willy?
Kiva.
I regret it.
That's a different show. How
Do you
about
not think?
Wally?
Do you not think you're going to regret it?
No, I
Kiva,
don't think I
at
will.
all?
No, at all. Not at all. I feel really relieved to be out of there.
Yeah, but so did Shabby
Yeah.
the day she came out. But it was the next day that it really hit her, wasn't it?
It was
At the end
the
of the
next
day,
day, Emma, yeah.
and if I do maybe regret it and think, oh, I'd love to be back in there, it's not the end of the world, you know? So,
It's not, but
Maybe
it's a
not
shame.
the end of your world.
no,
It's the end of
it's
our
not.
world,
I feel
Kiva.
I feel happier now and so relieved.
You were
I feel
causing drama in there. We were loving
What
it.
about these new housemates then? What about Keely? You two didn't see eye to eye, did you?
I know. Well, yesterday she was like, just to let you know, I will win this task. And I was like, there's no way she's going to win. So I had to get all my strength together and make sure she did not win.
Look at the competitiveness.
I know. She's really got your back up, hasn't
Yeah.
she?
Like that.
Do you want to know? Do you know
Yeah.
what she had to say about you before she went
Let's have a look.
in? Do you have a little
Yeah.
look?
By this time next week, I'll have control of the house and I hope Kiva will have walked.
Oh! In your face, girlfriend!
Oh my God.
So tonight
Shocked.
we'll see the massive argument that you and Keely had
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that? She wanted you to have
Yeah,
walked out,
wow.
and now you have.
She didn't like me very much, did she?
No, you were stood next to her apparently when you went
Yeah.
in, and she thought you gave her bad vibes.
No
Yeah.
vibes, bad vibes.
No, she
Bad-
just
bad
said,
vibes.
I tried talking to you, but all you gave me was small talk and you didn't want anything to do with me. And I was like, hang on, we were all very nervous there, you know?
And your name had just been called out.
Exactly. She said I pushed her when I gave the person next to her a big hug.
Now, listen, Kiva, when about kind of midway through the week you started saying, or sorry, at the beginning of the week you started saying, I want to go out and
Yeah.
put me up and all the rest of it, and then you don't even hang around to find out if they did nominate you. Would you like to see who nominated you?
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Mainly everybody, I'll be honest.
Right, my first nomination is for Kiva.
Kiva.
Kiva?
Kiva.
Kiva.
Kiva. I feel a bit let down with the whole situation with John James and all that. And I think Kiva's sense of humour is quite she thinks it's funny to be a bit of a cow.
Ooh. So you got
Josie.
seven nominations
Wow,
this
that's-
week.
that's-
Any shockers?
I had a feeling Josie would nominate me, yeah.
What was that, because you were
Corin
trying to
as
move
well.
in on her man?
I think so,
Yeah, I said it. We all saw her.
I didn't think Rachel would, but I suppose, yeah.
Can
you
I
never
just
really
ask you,
know.
you said in the clip we saw before we started interviewing you that you were mortified about what had happened. Were you mortified about your actions when you were drunk, or about that Josie was so upset by what you had allegedly done?
Yeah, I think it was a mixture of the two. I really didn't want her to feel like that, to feel embarrassed, and obviously because, yeah, I didn't really know that I'd been running around with a wet t-shirt on me with no bra underneath, so...
It's crazy how that happens, isn't it, eh? It's a nightmare.
Went a little bit wild, I think.
Now, Kiva, you ultimately said you wanted to come back because you missed Dave.
Yeah.
Dave was here too. We're old friends now.
Yeah.
Dave sat here. I said, "Listen, this was a few weeks ago." I said, "Is she gonna walk out? Is she gonna go out of the house after Shabby?" Dave said, "No way." "Quote unquote, my girl's no quitter."
Aww.
Guess who you've just let down? Huh? Huh? Who have you let down?
I've let Dave.
You've let Dave down. Shall we find out how Dave's feeling about that?
Yeah.
Deflated Dave, are you there on the phone?
I'm here, George. Yeah.
Dave, she's let you down, mate.
Not at all.
Dave,
never.
she's let you down.
Dave, what do you want to say to Shabby?
You've let...
Shabby, is Shabby there?
Sorry, Kiva. No, don't
Oh my
talk
God,
to
getting
Shabby.
your names wrong again.
Oh, just I love you, baby. You did great, and I'm on my way. I'll be there in a couple of hours.
Slightly disappointed, clearly.
I
You can
can't
hear
wait
that
to see
disappointment
ya.
in his voice, can't
Can't
you?
wait.
You say she's let you down, Dave. Huh?
I
I think
haven't.
the
Not
line's
at all.
cracking
I
Not
up.
think
at all.
he's happy. He's happy.
Dave, so where do you guys go from here? Have you had any thoughts on that marriage proposal she did in the diary
It's got to
room?
be awkward, Dave.
Well, of course I have, but I've heard it all before. So.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's heard it all before.
Oh, Dave's
Exactly.
just swept that one across. Very nice. Well done, Dave. See you later. See you tomorrow,
Yeah,
Dave.
George, all the best.
See you
Bye, baby.
later.
Talk to you later.
Now, as Emma's just told you.
No, I didn't.
Well, you just did. You
No,
said.
not really.
Okay, well, listen. Do you want to see Shabby?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Shabby, come on in. Girl, sit down. You can carry this on in a second.
Oh, Shabby.
You look great.
Shabby.
You look great.
Shabby. Hello.
Shabby's gone red.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom for old Kiva, who's just legged it?
Well, I regretted it afterwards, but it's not to say you will.
I won't regret it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice
there we
hat.
I
are
really
then.
think she won't.
Nice hat.
Nice hat, I know, right? I know, it's a new one, not.
How's it feel to see her?
Oh, amazing. I was so excited to see you.
Your hair's funny.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's grown
different.
lots.
Yeah.
Look, Shabby's all flirty like this.
I cannot wait to get the body language experts on this meeting. We're going to have a field day with this on tomorrow's show.
So, what are you two going to do now then?
We're going for a drink.
Oh, hell yeah, I brought some with me.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on it. I
Shabby, I've
cancelled
never
my
seen her
plans
so
today
quiet.
to be
I
here.
can't
Oh,
believe it.
thanks, Shab.
Guys, give it up for Kiva and Shabby.
So soon come Kiva and Shabby will be staying with us. Journalist Sam Delaney is here talking about the runners and riders in the house at the halfway point.
They're smooching! Plus, they're not really. Plus, Kiva might be gone, but we'll
But
Shall I
something.
start again? But we'll be revealing how the house are dealing with her departure later on in the show. If you can't wait that long, here's how to find out right now with Stephen Ford. For all the latest news, gossip, videos and features, head over to the Big Brother website, channel4.com/Big Brother, where you can find all this and more. Welcome back to Little Brother. The time is 6:19. Still to come, we'll be chatting to journalist Sam Delaney and Big Brother 10's Rodrigo.
Shut up. Shut up.
I love him. But before all of that, with the latest on how the house has taken to Kiva's departure, it's old Georgie with the news.
Oh, behind the scenes, guys. As we know, at 1:04 this afternoon, Kiva left the Big Brother house. The housemates were quite upset. Not so much with Josie, but JJ did need to be on his own so he could have a little bit of a cry.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
I'll leave you on your own for a minute.
Oh, wipe those little crab eyes, JJ. Now, some of the housemates took Kiva leaving as really bad news. But as we said, Josie seemed almost to be happy about the whole thing.
Yeah, but she wanted to leave even when Shabby was here. So she's been riding it out for ages. And as much as she was a cow to me, I do hope she was all right and everything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you felt about Nathan leaving is probably how I feel about Kiva leaving. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't hate Nathan.
No, I know, but you weren't really. I don't hate Kiva. Didn't hate her at all. I just think she would just try to wind me up and it backfired on her.
Oh, okay, Sarah, whatever will be. So over to today's Save and Replace. Rachel, Keely and Corin were fighting to save themselves, but it all came crashing down.
You all right, Keely? Have you just sprained your ankle? Have you just sprained your ankle? You all right, love?
Just in case you've got a half pipe in your house, do not try that at home, kids, all right? We'll be keeping you updated how Keely is, but for all the other breaking news, head over to the website.
Now, our next guest used to help run the country, but now he has a far more important job as editor of Heat magazine. It's journalist Sam Delaney and Big Brother 10's Rodrigo! Yay! How are you both?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, enjoying Big Brother so far?
Yeah.
The final
very
one.
nice.
Has it lived up to both of your expectations, Sam?
Yeah, it's thrilling, and it gets all the more thrilling and dramatic as we hit this point, I think, halfway point
Yeah,
where everyone
halfway
goes
point.
stir-crazy. It's beautiful.
So did you find that it was the halfway point that made when all of you guys started to kind of
Yeah,
lose,
definitely,
really?
because it was really hard. Like when you get to the half point, you just have to stay with everyone at the same time. You can't run away from the situation. If you have argued with someone, you just can't run away like if you're
Well,
on
you
the
say you
outside.
can't run away, but today's
But you
events
can,
would-
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Shabby has walked, and now, obviously,
Oh, but I don't
today,
mean this way, yeah.
we've had,
Because this way is not.
Kiva's kind of walked out the back door as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Sam? Are you a bit gutted?
I'm gutted. From my point of view as a viewer and for the readers of Heat, you know, to keep them excited about the whole thing is that,
Yeah.
you know, the love triangle that was emerging on last night's show in particular, you know, that to me, everyone loves a love triangle, you know.
They do love a love triangle.
And there was one emerging in a big way, and I was thinking, great, this has got the lot. This has got heartbreak and bitchiness and
Yeah.
tears and the lot. And
now
then
she's
Kiva's
gone
ruined
and,
it for all of us. And
Where
now
is
there's just
It's Kiva?
you can't
You've
have two
ruined
people
it.
in a love
No.
triangle.
I'm
It's
sorry.
not going to work.
Do you feel bad now?
Not really, no. Jealousy can happen.
So, as far as the
everyone
Heat
likes
readers go, what value do you think Kiva has? Are they going to want to read her? Come on, she's right there. Are they going to want to read her exclusive story, or is
Well,
is
Kiva
there
and I have
more?
already had a little chat.
Oh, really?
So you'll have to wait and
So
see
you've
about
had
what's coming
deals?
next. Maybe Shabby will be involved as well. I don't know.
So could have.
I've got a
Shabby-
non-committal shrug right there, which is better than I usually get.
Well,
so
I-
I feel confident that we could be telling this story. Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking if Kiva's in, then Shabby's probably in.
Then it could happen. We could be seeing that story come together right now on your show.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, did you ever think about walking?
Oh, definitely not, because I think we've been through so much to be in the house, and there are so many people wanting to be in our place in the house, and I would
Yeah.
never throw this opportunity away.
Exactly.
And I was really upset Shabby left because she would.
She was fantastic
housemate, and I
Really,
loved
really
her.
good.
Yeah.
How it is hard at the halfway mark, but do you not think is it more of a people are just becoming themselves at that point?
Yes, because like at a certain point you can't just pretend to be friend with everyone, because some people they just try to be friend of everyone because of the nomination thing. But in one point you just say, oh my God, you know, you just need to be yourself. You just feel like being yourself, and
Yeah.
it's impossible to hide in halfway.
Okay, so Steve has clearly been Bookie's favourite for a while. That's changing now. He's gone down to 7th, I think. But more importantly, who is the Heat reader's favourite?
The Heat reader's
Because
favourite.
let's be honest, that's what we all care about.
But well, I think that's all that matters. I think we can all agree on one thing, and that's that it's what the Heat readers think that counts. And Josie has been way out in front right from the start. And actually, the events of the last week or so, where she's suddenly kind of thrown her toys out the pram to a little more of an extent, that hasn't worked against her at all. People see her being emotional and honest about it. I've got to be honest. I mean, you know,
She is really forthright with
she's
her
very
feelings.
forthright,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, as lovely as Kiva appears to be here this evening, I mean, you know, there was a very good goody and baddie situation emerging there, and Josie was very much the goody, you know, and so she's just more and more popular by the day.
What's their opinion on John James?
Well, John James is regarded by most people within Heat and the readers as a lovable fool, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lovable fool, much like the man on whom he models himself, David Beckham. There's something sweet about him. He's terribly confused. So confused that he is, as we've seen, like in floods of tears this afternoon.
And very finally,
and everyone finds that endearing.
Do they want to see a love story happening between the two of them? your readers, do you think?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But unrequited love is good, and then I want to see it explode into actual love later on in the series.
Okay,
That's how it panned out
Sam
best.
Delaney, everybody, thank you so much.
want to see, Sam. That's what we all want to see.
I love
Right,
explosions.
earlier on, guys, we asked you in our poll, was Kiva right to walk? 69% of you said no, she should have faced the public vote, everybody. However, I've got bigger news than that. Breaking news. I'm going to read this word for word. Big Brother has announced that the save and replace task has been cancelled, everybody. Cancelled. You're right to be shocked. And all 3 housemates are up for the public vote. That's Keely, Corin and Rachel. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. That's because of Keely's injury, everybody, yeah?
Wow.
It's big news, isn't it,
That's
Sam
huge.
Delaney?
Yeah,
How's
I can't
Heatwolf
even-
going to
Who do you
react to
think will
that?
go?
I can't even process that information. It's that dramatic.
Nobody can.
No, nobody can.
Everybody's
it's
just
impossible.
sitting there thinking, what's that all about?
I'm struggling not to pass out.
Thank you very much,
worry.
guys. That's it for now. Big thank you to all our guests. Remember to watch the main show tonight at 10 o'clock on Channel 4.
Tomorrow, Stacey Solomon will be joining us, plus Kiva will be back.
Yeah, and now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could all be upstanding with hand on heart and a patriotic rush of goose pimples, Rodrigo will now lead us out with the national anthem. Take it away, Rodders!
God save the BLB. It's amazing TV. Long live BB. Think of the arguments and all the compliments. 10 years of housemates. God save BB.
Shut up, shut up.